Good morning, farmers. It's harvest season. The second harvest for us for this year, anyways. So yeah, last episode I think was like May 17th, and I've been sitting here fast forwarding day by day looking for, plow jobs to come up, and no plow jobs. It was all transport and fix the buildings. I said, I don't feel like just going out and doing that. I think I did maybe one or two fix the building jobs down here, just so I could check on the crops and see how they're doing. And now, as you can see, we're on June 1st, and we got crops that are ready to be harvested. And what I wanted to do, let's go to farm stats. So I got, 4 fields in total ready to harvest. So I got 3 that are lupine, which we're going to do. And I'm hoping to find a soy field that's ready to harvest. And I want to hire help because I haven't been able to do this yet. Just to see how it works. Nope, that's lupine. Probably better off to get out the map. Right here. Soy, ready to harvest. So if I click harvest and sell for $332. Cannot find worker one. Okay. That's weird because I thought they. Okay, whatever. Okay. We'll get this done. How about this one here? Harvest and sell for $243. Okay, so you can get to this field. And let's look at the map. He's coming from way up there. Now I'm just curious, is it just a harvester that comes, or does he come with a tractor and trailer as well? We'll sit here and wait for him to arrive. I don't think no traffic comes down this road anyways. Make sure we stay out of his way. Boy, he certainly is taking a weird path to get here. Dude, what are you doing? Maybe he had to stop and get fuel. I don't know. That's an interesting approach. I'm not sure I want to stand in this guy's way. What? This could take a while. Anyways, I want to look at the money. Just because I want to see how they sell it in a way, kind of. We probably won't see nothing. They may sell it just as they collect it. So I'm going to write this total down anyway because I'm sure I forget. And 754, 68. So why that drunk driver is trying to get to the field? We're only going to hire them to do one field. We need to get our harvester. Hopefully it's still in here. I haven't checked in a long time. I mean, you got 92% gas, which is more than up, sweetie, honey. She didn't look too happy that I ran into her. Close. Because the harvester is going to be busy for the next month, so no sense of parking it. We're going to try to go out this way anyways. Actually, what I think I'll do is... Wow, she is just being in the way. I'm going to park that here for now. Okay, so you can see the money going up. So it pretty much sells it as a harvest. So it's not like you're going to see the harvester harvest it, get full empty to a trailer, and do it that way. Really? I'm just trying to get into the garage area. Wow, I saw it there just for a second. Man, that is a tight squeeze to get in there. All just to do this, really. Yep, good enough. Just to change up the color. That's all I wanted to do. So let's grab the header that's on the chicken, by the chicken barn on the other side. So we got our tractor and trailer down there for the grain. So hopefully today we can get back over 1,000,000 pounds. I know I keep saying dollars and I correct myself and then say pounds, but don't tell me I'm going to have that problem where I gotta get it exactly just right to pick this up again. There, we got it. We got her now. Who knows, maybe by the time we get back down the field, that guy will be done harvesting that field. I wasn't expecting this episode to be harvesting. I figured we got 2 weeks to go. I'll find another day that has at least a couple plow jobs to keep us busy. But no. Since the last episode, and I've, like I said, fast forward every day, not one plow job. So even if I, let's just say, recorded every day and just showed you me fixing houses, I don't think that could even be a full episode. But it feels good to be back in the harvester. So now we can kind of understand how hiring a worker to harvest and sell goes. And already he's brought in 1,000 pounds, and I think we paid him what, just under 300. You can see our other fields, probably in a couple weeks' time they'll be ready. So I'm still not quite sure how much hired help we're gonna get. Maybe to plow the fields. I mean, if we're busy, I'll hire someone to plow the fields, but I'll definitely cultivate, because if you saw in the episode where I hired a worker to cultivate, yes, they did. You know, they did the whole field, but they didn't really take out the what's the word I'm looking the markers, the plow leaves, and didn't really take it out too well. I don't know if it was just a glitch or what have you, but it didn't look ride so good over that stuff. So all that time, I mean, he hasn't really harvested that much yet. He, she, whatever. Alright. I mean, if that's the way you want to harvest that field, that's the way you can harvest that field. I'm not saying otherwise, but... whatever, we paid them $300 to harvest it, and they can harvest it the way they want to harvest it. I mean, it's not like we're paying them by the hour. No, R to lower the header. And these fields are going to be rather bumpy, so... actually, it does feel weird to harvest. It seemed like forever. I don't know how many episodes ago it was at this point. If we're not being well fertilized, we're at 80% out of the possible 200. It's not that bad in filling up. But you can see the harvester bouncing up and down from all the shallows that the plow has left through the amount of times it's been plowed and never cultivated, I think. Bouncy, bouncy. So it's interesting, I could hire a worker for the front field, but the field behind, I couldn't. Oh, this is going to be a rough time harvesting down here. What's it like in the harvester? Oh, could you imagine riding this all day long on these fields down here? Yeah, so it looks like he's making another pass, and he's only doing half the header at a time. It's almost like it might be programmed for the old harvester. Wow, for how rough these fields are, I may want to hire a helper to harvest these fields. So I think I said a while ago that I was hoping to get back over €1,000,000 today, and I kind of forgot this is not a winter harvest. So yeah, we're not collecting that much grain. And I went ahead and made a corporate decision for Peanuts Plantation that we're going to hire more workers today to harvest more fields because this bounciness is giving me a headache. So we got a worker harvesting that field right there. And of course we got that guy back there. Yeah, this bouncing up and down is driving me nuts. And I tried again for that soy field, and no one wants to work that field. They heard how bumpy the fields were, and they said no thanks. Yeah, we heard the reports from the other workers. It's terrible down there. Normally at this point I really didn't want to hire anyone to do harvesting our fields. I only just want to do it for one field just to see how it was done. But after doing this one, after about 3 or 4 laps, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So our money is going up, obviously. But not anywhere near the £1,000,000 today, for sure. This field here, I've only gotten 8,000 grains out of it so far. Plus we have to take consideration that a lot of these fields only got 1 fertilization down, not 2. They're not cultivated, so the production is going to be way down than what I'm used to. A couple of these fields were cultivated and some were double fertilized, I think. It's going to be hard to get double fertilization on the fields now because we own too many fields and we don't produce enough manure. So I have to pick and choose what fields are the lucky ones. But shortly here, we got to empty our combine harvester into the trailer because the next field obviously is going to be that soy field. And I'm hoping once we're out of this field, we're going to hire a worker to plow the field. Like I said, I'm not going to hire workers to cultivate because they didn't do it. They cultivated the field fine. It just doesn't take out the bumps in it for some reason. Oh, so bumpy. Yeah, we're going to sleep well tonight. Our back is going to kill us. So let's empty into the trailer. Obviously, it's not going to fill the trailer anywhere close, but how much is it even going for, actually? $7.56, so not a great price, but it's not bad. What's down here? Transport job. No thanks. So at least you can watch your money go up as the workers harvest your fields. That's the header. Wrong button. F is for the pipe. Here we go. Huh, oddly enough, this field yet hasn't even reached the second stage. Oh, this is corn. That's why. Corn takes 3 months. Can I get back to my harvester, please? Thank you. Alright, so before we start, I want to click on here. Okay, no. Oh well, since we're here, we'll do that in a second. So now we got a worker coming to plow the field. And we're going to go sell this grain since we're in the tractor. Where's our worker coming from? Right here. So he'll be coming over that hill shortly to plow that field. Because I am kind of curious, someone did ask how many workers can you hire at one time. Apparently they hired 4 workers, try to hire a 5th and it wouldn't hire anymore. That's a lot of workers. And you only can hire 1 worker per field, so he must have been trying to work 5 fields at once, obviously. So we're going to get about $6 grand for this load right here. It's going to be kind of hard to tell because we got 2 workers harvesting. Yeah, it looked like about 6 grand. Just about that. So now we're going to have to figure out shortly, in a couple episodes, of what to plant in these fields down here. You try not to plant the same crop in the field 2 times in a row. Some studies have shown if you plant the same crop in the field 2 times in a row, that yields less. Does that really mean it does so in the game? Probably not. But I like to sort of do the crop rotation to keep it interesting and mix it up. There, so you can see we got a guy plowing that field for us. We appreciate it. So this, you know, if you watched this previously, do all this work, you know, would I have been able to harvest all 4 of these fields in one day? I mean, it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've only done 1 field. Sure, I've scampered around trying to hire workers and doing that, so, you know, I probably would have been able to harvest 3 fields today, and that's only it. So now we're going to get all 4 harvested, and we already got 1 guy plowing one of the fields. How big? This is a decent sized field, actually. And we only got 1 stage of fertilization on this. 1 stage. I said it like Farming Simulator, and I got to do 3 stages. So we only did artificial fertilizer down here. No cow slurry. That's what I need to say. But we're doing good. We're up to making, so I think so far today, I did write down the total before we started, so we're up to 17 grand. Put back into the bank. And this field is bumpy as well, as they're all going to be down here, because I think we only got like 3 or 4 fields down here cultivated. The rest of the fields were already planted when I decided to expand the farm down to this section. And we're filling up almost at the same rate as we did with the lupine. Maybe a little bit faster. But we get what we get. And as soon as that harvester is done over there, I'll see if I can hire a worker to plow that field as well. So probably the next episode we'll be cultivating these 4 fields. I'm pretty sure there'll be fields ready to harvest down here again. It's only the 1st, yeah, should have remembered. It's the 1st of June. So the fields up by the farm, those probably won't be ready until like the 6th. Or is it sooner than that? I can't remember now. Maybe the 5th. 4th or 5th, they'll be ready to be harvested. So thanks to the helpers, but we'll get a good head start in these section of fields down here. Oh, I actually can't wait to cultivate these things. Because this is, I don't want to say painful, but it may not bother you at home, but it's bothered me here. I don't think we're losing that any speed with a harvester harvesting, at least. At least the bumps aren't slowing us down too much, if at all. The harvester at cruising speed when harvesting is at the 12 kilometers an hour, as you see. I haven't been paying too much attention to it. But when we turn the corner, we'll start hitting the bumps the other way, and that's usually when it slows you down. And it flickers a little bit back down to 11. Oh, there was 10 there, so it is slowing us down somewhat. There's 9, there's 8. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But it's still not too bad. That part doesn't bother me as much as this bouncing up and down part. So it looks like our first worker is just about done in that field. Now I know there's somewhat of a problem when when a worker gets done near the job. Sometimes they just go in circles and can't quite finish the field. We saw when, and I don't know if it was the update part but we saw the guy plow, I think he was plowing the field, or was he cultivating? I can't remember. He just kind of sat there in a circle, and the tractor like dug itself a hole into the field. So I just teleported back to the farm, came back, and he completed the job and was gone. But I was standing right next to him when he did it, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on the harvester over there to see what he does. As I do so, I miss some crops myself. Alright, so he just disappeared. And so he's all done. I'm not going to worry about that little section right there. So while we're doing it, I mean, he did probably better than I would have anyways. He only missed 0.07. Let's click on this field, and $162 to plow it. And we got a worker coming to that field to plow it. Just trying to see where he's coming from. Oh, it might be this one right here. Just want to make sure he doesn't drive through our fields and ruins the crops. They're not supposed to, but you never know. And also, in case you didn't know, if your workers are still working when you go to sleep, they don't speed up as you sleep. So per se, let's just say he's 50% done with the field and you go to sleep. When you wake up, he's still probably going to be only 50% done with the field. I will say already, by having the helpers down here and this many fields to go, it seems not as stressful as it used to. I don't want to become dependent on the workers though. The plowing is really the only thing I want to use the workers for, and maybe seeding the field as well. For what they go for, I think it'd be cheaper for them to seed it than for us to seed it. The harvesting and the cultivating and the fertilizing we have to do, because you can't hire to fertilize. I gotta get this strip up here or it's gonna drive me nuts. How are we doing? 4,000, so I don't think let's see, how much field have we done so far? Yeah, we're not gonna get anywhere near a full tank on this. As I said in the previous field, the production is going to be down because, one, the field's not cultivated, and two, we didn't get any liquid fertilizer down. But we're getting some money back. that we spent on buying all these fields. Because I think we were at, was it 1.1 million euros? Something like that at one point. And as I say that, we just hit 960. So we now have 4 workers going. We got this guy plowing this field, this guy's plowing this field, this guy's plowing this field, and I found another field that was ready to harvest. It was this one here. And 4 workers max is what you can have now for sure, because this pea field here is ready to harvest, and I cannot have the option to hire a worker anywhere. But hey, that's a lot of work we're getting done without us having to do it. And for what workers cost right now, I have no problem paying them that. I did want to harvest all the fields myself, but like I said, these fields are just way too bumpy for me. So that's why we're back below 960 in money, but we will get back up there shortly. But I just realized, what field is that? I wonder, because I think that was barley, so I'm wondering what. It doesn't. Alright, I gotta investigate something. Because if it's barley or wheat, you do have an option of where you bring it for a selling point. So I'm just curious which one they're selling it at. But I'm not going to know which one he's selling it at. Oh, this is soy. Okay, so that pretty much tells me right there, I really don't care. Only one place to sell that at. Okay, let's turn this back on. Get back to work ourselves. That's the only thing I do want to test is when it comes to barley or wheat. I do want to hire a harvester there to see if it gives me an option of where to sell it at. It's always better to sell it at the old mill. I just don't know if it's programmed to do so. But we're back over 960. I'm missing a few greens here and there because I'm just checking all my workers out as I go along. When we get done harvesting this field, we will leave the harvester down here, because we got more fields to do ourselves. That big field won't be ready for another, I don't know, 3 weeks maybe. That's the one we got to figure out how many bales of straw we get out of it. So it looks like our workers are getting along just fine. That feels... How much of it is done? 65% done there. You can see that guy's going to town on that one pretty well. The guy's plowing up there as well. Harvester going along in that field. Trying to figure out if I should be harvesting this field up here or not, because it's going to be just as bumpy. Did I plant corn in this one? Yes, we did. So this field's going to take a while to get corn into it. which is fine. But as you can see, we've made 20 grand today so far. And that's even hiring all the workers that we did. I don't think this field is cultivated. No, this field's not cultivated either. It's peas. But for now, I gotta find out where our tractor is. We need to go sell some more grain. And let's see. Well, geez, we got 9,000 liters of soy in here. And I don't know what soy is going for. 700, so yeah, somewhere around 6 grand again, which is all good. It's a profit. And we're probably going to spend 10 grand today buying this grass field right here. Don't know why. Maybe I won't just yet. So here it is, almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We only harvested 2 fields, right? 2 fields? Yeah. But we got a lot of work done thanks to the helpers so far. They've harvested 3 fields. And we're getting 3 fields plowed at the moment. So yes, the helper system is doing exactly the way it sounds. It's helping out a lot. Saving us days on the farm. I'm not done selling yet, stupid. Where am I going? Am I empty now? It's hard to tell when I'm empty because the money total kept going up. I'm like, wait, I'm still not empty. Yeah, a couple small things the devs need to kind of touch up on, like this trailer here. You don't see no more grain in it, and yet still got 20% more left in it. So I was going to try to hire a helper to plow that field that we're just in that we couldn't get to hire to harvest. But since we already got 4 workers going, I can't hire any more help at the moment. Oh, looks, is that guy done here? So maybe I can try hiring help for that field. Boy, it's just a good feeling to get, you know, see some extra work getting done on the farm that you didn't have to do yourself. I mean, I usually do like doing all the work myself, but, and yeah, they even get 100% cultivated, so that's nice. So Ken, my guess is no. So something about to do the field on that side, so we're going to have to plow that field ourselves, which is fine. And looks like the way we're going, we got enough in that field to reach 670k. Or 970k, I don't know what I just said. Because I can't speak. Must be we got corn in this field as well. So it looks like the field, because I can't remember at this point. Yeah, so we planted corn here. You can see that one's cultivated. I know this field right here is cultivated. We know the big field is. This field here, I don't think is. Nope, the one he's harvesting, that's why I hired him. And the other cornfield right here, this little small field, this one is cultivated. So yes. As far as we're concerned, I think we are done. Oh wait, so wait, not quite yet. Can I hire a harvest and sell? So we're gonna hire someone to harvest that field there. So I'm gonna move my harvester so it doesn't cause any problems. forgot. Is that soy? Yes. No, that's pea. Sorry. That's pea. And how big of a field is this? 2.5 hectares, so he's going to be at it for a while. So really, we can bring the harvester back to the farm? Am I correct in that? Yes, because the cornfields are not going to be ready for a while. Probably not until mid-July, I would think. So we're going to bring the harvester back and get this out of the way. And also I'll come back and grab this tractor and trailer here, since we're not harvesting anymore ourselves down here. And just we'll leave the plow on the wife's tractor. We'll have to bring that down, and then on the blue tractor we'll have to bring on the cultivator to get that done. So I will see you in a bit when I get things all situated. So it looks like the helpers have a little problem with the center of the field still. Well, I shouldn't say still, that's the way it was since it came out. So you can see the harvester didn't do the center, then the plow didn't do the center, but it's considered at 100% plowed. Just because we're here, I'll do it. I've already plowed it, dude. Lady, computer, whatever. So you can see I decided to bring the wife's tractor down with the plow already on it. And we're just going to park it here for, because we will get to this field at some point tomorrow, maybe. Don't know. So we got 2 more workers going, harvesting away. And it's pretty good because we've made 30 grand so far today. Looks like everyone's headed back to their homes. What time is it? Yep, 8 o'clock at night. So probably the most productive day on the farm since I played the game. Not money-wise, obviously, but just how much work we got done thanks to the helpers. Even with all the helpers we hired, I don't think we spent more than $1,500. I mean, I didn't total up. But, yeah, that's really cheap for, you know, getting, as you see, we've made 30 grand so far today. And those 2 helpers will finish that field at some point. I may just let the game run for a while until they finish it. That way, when we wake up, they'll be done. And I can hire probably a couple workers to plow those fields again. But yeah, we got, let's see. Wait, am I missing a field? Because he's harvesting now. Is another pea field ready to harvest? Or is that the one he's doing? Well, either way. Actually, I should have 3 fallow fields. I don't think this farm stats page is working quite correctly yet. I know I don't like going by it too much. I mean, usually it doesn't say you got any fields to harvest until you scroll over it on the map and it says, oh, ready to harvest, and your farm stat page corrects itself. Or you drive up to a field and it says, oh, ready to harvest, and then the stat page readjusts itself as well. But here we are back at the farm. You can see all the lupine we got to harvest here. It has made me think twice about hiring helpers. I said I was going to do all the work myself on these fields here when it comes to harvesting them. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, I didn't use no fuel in this today. I haven't done nothing in it, really. But we do need to hook up the cultivator to it. If I can hit the right, come on, hook up. There we go. Let's actually just hop back into the truck down here. Cross the street without looking because there's no traffic down here. Yeah, so he's only got 25% more to go. And then of course we got that guy way up here. He's doing a pretty decent sized field. You can see this field was cultivated, but you can see me bouncing up and down just a little bit. This was cultivated by a worker. So I want to see how it did, and you can see the screen bounce up and down a little bit. So it doesn't really take out the bumps in the field for some reason. Hopefully that's fixed in a hot fix at some point. And this guy is slowly going along harvesting this field here. He's got a ways to go. The only thing that concerned me when I was bringing the trailer back on my tractor, I kept getting the message that, hey, you're going too fast, you're going to lose some crops. And my guess is this guy right here, because it's a little bit of a hill, he goes fast in a certain area on the cruise, and he doesn't adjust his speed. So I may be losing some crops there, so just keep that in mind that it seems like, I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but as the moon rises, so does our money. So we're going to call that an episode. I may let these guys finish up off screen. Nothing that we could really do at this point. Can't hire any more workers to plow any more fields down here until these two guys are done, but I can hire them tomorrow as we're cultivating and plowing that one field as well. But we're back to harvesting for a while and working in our fields, it seems like. So hopefully you guys enjoy the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.